earlier. Hopefully I got that issue fixed. Let's see. I won't really know until someone comes on. So hopefully someone will come on and let me know. But there was like 4 or 5 people that were on earlier, so I'm hoping that they'll come on. It's only been a minute or two since I logged off. I think I was on. Oh, okay, we're good, Jim. Okay, all right, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. All right, so we'll just get right into it. Because I forgot what I was talking about, anyways. Oh, so okay, thanks, appreciate it. So I have rough solves for all 4 boxes, not the lion's share. Haven't done that one yet, and I've got those in the videos. And I realize, and Huli and K-Pro told me this earlier because they're more experienced, I need to label my videos better instead of just calling it JCB Clue Talk 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Yeah, I do. So I need to spend the time, probably this week, to go back and change the labels so people can easily see and refer back to my past videos of which one's a solve, which one's an analysis, which one's on a chapter, which one's what. So that's on my to-do list this week. But this video is going to address the spreading out. I don't know the term to call it. It's going to address why I think there's 3 on the East Coast. One of the main challenges I've gotten from my solves are some of them, they're too close together. And there's, can I please share a copy of the book? No, because if I give away my copy, then I don't have a copy. I don't have copies to give out. But if you hit me up privately, and I'll see if I can share some of the worksheets I have, some of my Excel files, some of my notes and printouts of solves and whatnot. So just hit me up privately on TikTok or give me your email or something like that, and we'll figure I'll try to get you something. But anyways, all right, so getting right into it because I go down rabbit holes a lot. But here's what I think. So I got the book out, right? Got it right here. And this is what everyone's referring to when they're talking about but Froggy, JCB said that the books are going to be spread out for everyone. All right, here's what he says, page 10. Let's see. So we're looking at page 10, 1, 2, 3, 3 paragraphs down. I separated the contents of this fortune into 5 custom-made treasure boxes. I secreted away these boxes in 5 different locations within the United States. I spread out their final resting spots in hopes that at least one of our boxes would lie in close proximity to you. All right, then it goes on. Excuse me. Then it goes on about some more details. It's a really good chapter. Page 10. But that's what everyone's talking about when they're talking about those boxes are going to be spread out. All right. At first, I was like everyone else. I used the marketing material. There's a picture of a map cut into 5. A map of the United States cut into 5. And then as I worked my solves, I realized that a lot of them are on the East Coast. I've got Vermont, Kentucky, and Arkansas, and I've only got one in the I've only got one in the Midwest, top of the Rockies, and the lion's share is a question mark because I haven't done that one yet. And so I'm like, well, I got to be wrong because there can't be 3 on the East Coast, and they're kind of close-ish together. And then I went into confirmation bias, and well, no, I got to be right, or more of is there a way I could be right? I think that's what I was trying to get to. And so, looking at the map, I had an idea from one of my interactions with another puzzle creator. He created his hunt, and he set up his hunt. The boundaries for his hunt, he looked at major metro areas and parks outside of metro areas. And so his hunt was in the New England area. There's a massive, I think it's called like a super metro area or mega metropolis or something. But it's the area. It's the cities from DC. Let's see, let's go DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, Boston. All those major cities all in a row up the East Coast. There's kind of like urban sprawl, I guess, all connected them. It's a major metro area. And so his hunt was in one of the parks in Massachusetts that was off of that, but that was his targeting area. All of his marketing, all of his research, all of his publicity. That was all this area. And so oh, I left my cough drops over there. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, hemorrhoid nibbler. I appreciate that. Mm. So, anyways, um, I started looking at it from that area. Okay, JCB wants this to be accessible to everyone, to people. All right, it doesn't necessarily have to be geography, although it could. But if we look at numbers and say, all right, there's 100 people on the East Coast, there's 3 people in the Midwest, and then there's another and there's another 30 in the West Coast. All right, so 100, just simplifying numbers. All right, 100 East Coast, 3 in the Midwest, 30, 40 in the West Coast. If I wanted to put boxes that were in close proximity, right? That's his words, in close proximity to everyone, would it make sense to space them out geographically, and where it has, okay, 1 in the Midwest for the Midwest folk, 2 in the East Coast up and down, 2 in the West Coast up and down, right? Kind of making the 5 on a dice is what most people are going with. Would that make sense? Well, geographically, yeah, that would make sense. But would that make sense if it was truly, hey, Parfine, but would it truly make sense for close proximity to everyone? All right, hear me out. What if, all right, and the map I use, I just typed in U.S. population density map. There's like 3 or 4 really good hits that pop up. It's first page. You don't have to search that often. You don't have to search that far. Just type in Google United States population density map. All right, and you'll see the East Coast is heavily, heavily colored. All right, pretty big gap on the Rockies. Right, a couple little dots of some of the big towns, and then the West Coast. I mean, it's not even really that spread on the West Coast. It's kind of, your San Diego, LA down there, your Bay Area, and then up in what's that up there? Washington. All right, so super concentrated, especially around LA and San Diego. A little bit of love in Arizona, the Four Corners. But you could see how if you spread 3, where if you put, I'm not saying my saw's right, but if you put something in the Arkansas, we'll call Arkansas, Missouri, whatever, in that area, something in that Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, that little tri where the cross is, something in maybe it's not Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts. If you spread the East Coast into those 3, I mean, you're covering most of the area. I would say most of the people east from the Mississippi can find a box within 3 or 4 hours. All right. Maybe stretch it for 4 or 5 hour drive. All right, that's everyone east of the Mississippi has a box within a 4 or 5 hour drive, which is a weekend. It's a day trip. All right, that's really good. Versus if you do the other way around and you put something on the Appalachian north of the Mason-Dixon, you've got the Pokemon somewhere between North Carolina and Houston, right? The Statesville Circle. I mean, now if you want everybody east of the Mississippi, I mean, now we're looking at the longer drive times between maybe 6 to 7 hours for people who are in the middle of those boxes. So that's the basic point. It's not like a lot of complicated math or anything to it. If you just look at a map and try to put yourself in this spot, hey, my goal is to put 5 things in the U.S. that are equidistant. Think travel times, right? Think of highways, think of major airports, think of ease of access of roads, right? And a lot of the roads in the north are going to be, seasonal, right? Some of the main highways, are only going to be clear during certain times. When they get heavy snow, they're only going to clean the main roads first. So just kind of think about that mindset, and then that'll kind of give you an idea of, hey, maybe, we want to lean more toward East Coast. Not out of prejudice. There's no East Coast, West Coast rap battle. It's just pure numbers, all right? And this brings me to my second point. Look at everything JCB has done to this point. Just super, super calculated, all right? And a lot of people are saying, or I won't say a lot of people, I'll say that, we're hearing, hey, he's doing this for the passion. He's doing this for the love of the game. He's doing this to give back. I mean, I'm not saying all those are wrong or incorrect. I'm just saying look at how he's doing it. Look at the effort in the marketing blitz he's doing. Look at the publicist team he hired. What Drake's publicist team? I mean, top notch. He's not just. Look at how he's rolling out the books. All right, very very calculated, very reminiscent of how PlayStation rolls theirs out. You know, there's the demand, there's the hype, there's the shortage. All right, there's what everybody's clamoring in the chat for a book. All right, the ebooks. That's going to be a whole nother chapter about the ebooks and how that. I mean, that's going to be another video about the ebooks and how they break down and what that tells us. But this video is focused on the what's the term? The spreading out, the allocation of the boxes. Just because I've been getting that question a lot about, hey, do you think why your box is so close? Do you think that's reasonable? Shouldn't they be more spread out? And again, I don't have a box in my living room, and I'm not boots on the ground, so obviously I don't believe in my own solves 100%, or else I'd be going out there right now. All right, these are my best guesses. These are some of it's my original work, some of it's partnering with others. It's just my best guess of what I got right now. Most of them I'm pretty like 70-80% confident. I'm hoping to get out to some of them maybe after the holidays, January. But that's I'm not gonna belabor the point too long. This video's already coming to an end. It's late. This is live. I'm gonna go to bed. I got a little bit of energy because my work week is over. I work Friday to Sundays, so I'm off the next couple of days. But yeah, that's the bottom line is look at JCB, listen to his interviews, read the book, look at everything that you know about him. Yeah, no problem, Bonnie. Business, calculated, smart, intelligent. Look at how how he's rolling out stuff. Look at the press, look at the marketing. Very well done, very intentional. And so do you think that he would just, spread it out like the face of a die, just using geography as the point? Maybe. I don't know. Again, I can't really say yes or no. But anyways, that's my line. I'm going to have this video up. That way when someone asks me, hey, why do you think all the boxes are the way they are? Or do you think East Coast is too heavily slanted? I can just point them directly to this video and say, hey, these are my thoughts on it. This is why. We're going off of population density. We're looking at major national parks within nice driving distance. He talks about family, talks about picnics, talks about take a friend out, do adventure. He's aiming for the day trip, the weekend getaway, not something that you have to expedition to Mount Denali, whatever, 4 or 5 day deep trip. No, these are all within weekend striking distance. I mean, this is something that, you don't have to really take a bunch of time off work. You can go on a Friday, Saturday, camp 1 night, camp 2 nights, come back. Not saying that you'll find it the first time, all right? He does talk about grid search. You might do it every once in a while. But as far as the box locations themselves, that's my thoughts. And I'm just going off of, trying to use business, trying to use numbers, trying to be, again, the goal is to reach as many people as possible. So I think I've covered the point pretty well. If you have any questions, put them up in the chat. Be sure to like and subscribe, all the usual nonsense. That way you can see. I don't really have a set schedule for when I go live. It's kind of whenever I'm feeling it, then I'll go live most of the time. Check man, it's a wrap. Maybe they're in Mexico or Canada. Check other countries. But I guess I'm about half and half live, half pre-recorded videos I put up. But it's fun to engage with people when I have the energy. All right, so that's it. Be safe. I've got four solves out that are up there. My next video that I plan to cover is I've done a little bit more work on Vermont and a little bit more work on Kentucky. I think I might have a little bit more ideas on narrowing it down on the Green Mountain Trail, where specifically, and narrowing down in Kentucky, because all I have to Kentucky narrowed down is the east half of Kentucky. But that's it. All right, enjoy, everybody. If you haven't joined one of the Discords, it's free. Calazar is great and awesome, and K-Pro, and MW, Mysterious Writings, is another great one. So join one of them. It's free. Listen to what other people talk about. Reddit's got 2 subreddits now. I don't know what the deal is, why there's 2. I don't know who was fighting or why they couldn't agree, but that's all that. All right, see you, Mojave. Yeah, see you soon. I bet you're excited. All right, later, man. Bye.